Welcome to the Canadian Fly-In Fishing Weekly Update. We've had another great week here in Red Lake, Ontario, and the fishing's been spectacular. Now things are warming up. The water temperatures were about 50 degrees Fahrenheit early last week. Well, they've crept up to 58, 59, and even up to 62 degrees Fahrenheit on some of our lakes. The fish were about 5 to 8 feet deep early last week. Well, they're going deeper. They're at about 11 to 12 feet now. The groups overall had very successful weeks fishing. On Knox Lake, they caught quite a few 24-inch walleye. They had a pretty wild story about a 22-inch walleye being hit by a pike as it was getting reeled in there. They didn't get that pike obviously in the boat, but that you can imagine the size of a pike if it's hitting a 22-inch walleye. On Robert Lake, the guys had a successful week, lots of 22 to 24-inch walleye. The biggest pike of the week for the guys on Robert Lake was 42 inches, and so they were obviously pretty happy with the success they found there. On Thicketwood, every single one of the members of the group caught a pike over 30 inches. They got a pair of 25.5-inch walleyes as well with their week on Thicketwood. Murdoch, another 42-inch pike, which it seems like a lot of 42-inch pike this past week here, and they also caught a 28-inch walleye this past week. So yeah, great fishing as usual for the guys on Murdoch. And on Job, the guys had quite a few wild stories. Now, first 2 hours into fishing for those guys, they caught a 42-inch pike, and later on that week they managed to catch a 45-inch pike, which is the biggest pike this past week here. Again, lots of walleye in that 20 to 22, 24-inch range. They actually were keeping track of all the fish they caught, and at one point during their stay, they caught 29 pike in an hour and a half. So yeah, overall, just a great week of fishing here at Canadian Fly-In Fishing in Red Lake, Ontario. If you have any questions, give us a call, 1-800-445-4624.